A narcissist's biggest enemy is not you. It's not even the truth. It is their own body. Their body betrays them every single day in ways they cannot fully control. They can rehearse words, they can mimic emotions, they can dress up their intentions in the finest language available. But their biology, that always outruns their performance. Their body cracks under the pressure of holding so many lies together, and no part of them betrays the truth faster than their eyes. The eyes are where the real story leaks out. Before their mouth even opens, their gaze has already screamed the truth you were never supposed to know. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about 5 times a narcissist's eyes betrayed them before their words ever did. If you pay attention to this, you will never be fooled by their performance ever again. Because when you learn to read the eyes, you start hearing the soul underneath the mask. And no matter how well practiced the narcissist is, the soul always stutters when it lies. Let's get into it. 1. The flash of hatred when you outshine them. You could be celebrating something completely harmless, a small achievement or a big one, a compliment from someone, a happy moment that has nothing to do with them in any way. And you will notice it right there, that flash, that flicker. Their eyes will narrow for a microsecond. Sometimes it's so quick that if you are not paying attention, you will miss it. But it is there, that split second of rage, because your joy threatens the fragile ecosystem they live in, where only they are allowed to shine. The mouth will smile, of course it will. The voice will say, "Congratulations, I'm so happy for you." But the eyes will tighten, the pupils will constrict. And if you are really tuned in, you will feel that slight pulse of cold air pass between you, as if the room shifted its loyalty. The words may be perfect, but the eyes already showed you the truth. They hate that you are winning. Number 2, the dead glaze when you talk about your pain. You could be sitting across from them, pouring your heart out. You could be explaining how much something hurt you, how deeply wounded you feel, how hurt you are, hoping, even praying deep down for just a shred of human empathy. And they will nod. They will tilt their head at the right moment. They might even murmur the right sounds of concern. Will you believe that? But their eyes will give it away. You will notice the glaze, the deadness, the reptilian hollowness behind their gaze as you speak. It's not tiredness. It looks like distraction, but it's not. It is the absence of connection. They are not feeling what you are feeling, what you want them to feel. They are not traveling with you into the trenches of your experience. They are observing you like a specimen, measuring how your vulnerability can be used later. The body is present, but the spirit behind the eyes has checked out. And that's why I say it's not empathy. It is calculation wearing the mask of concern. Number 3, the shift to predatory staring when they sense you are weak or in a weak state. There is a moment with a narcissist when your energy drops. It could be after you have cried, after you have given up arguing, after you have shown clear signs of utter exhaustion. And it is right then, when you are most raw, that their eyes change. What was once passive-aggressive irritation or fake concern sharpens into something colder. Their gaze turns predatory, very focused but hungry. You can literally feel the shift in the air around you. It is the moment they realize you're too tired to fight back. And instead of comforting you, their eyes, their energy turn heavier, becomes invasive. They lean in emotionally, sometimes physically, as if closing the gap to finish what they started. The kindness disappears. The pretending stops. For a few seconds, you see the real face underneath, a hunter who has cornered its prey. They may still say the soft words, they may still whisper reassurances, but the eyes are not soothing. They are feeding on you, watching your collapse the way a starving man watches food cook over a fire. That is the real narcissist unveiled, not when they are attacking, but when they sense you have finally surrendered. Number 5, the flicker of panic when they realize you see through them. There comes a moment in almost every narcissistic relationship, be it a parent or a partner, when you stop looking at the narcissist with awe, fear, or admiration and start looking at them with absolute clarity. That moment is fatal for them. They can feel it even before you say a word. When you begin to see them for who they are. I was talking about this look recently. They are manipulative, fragile, performative. That is when their eyes panic. You will notice a brief widening of their eyes, a flash of confusion, maybe even a second of cold calculation as they recalibrate. Their mouth might still be moving, spinning the same old narratives, but the eyes cannot fake composure. No, they know the game is slipping at that time. They know the mirror they used to see their false self reflected back in is cracking. And they know it is only a matter of time before you either leave or become their kryptonite. The panic in their eyes is the clearest confession they will ever make. You have seen too much, and that is not okay. Number 5, the hollow stare after they win. You may expect a narcissist to look really happy and joyful after they win, after they hurt you, after they get their way. But if you look closely, there is no real joy in their eyes, no real victory, just hollowness, a strange, eerie vacancy. Because even when they win, they lose. They got what they wanted, of course they did, but the emptiness inside them does not shrink, it grows. You can see it in the blankness of their stare. After an argument, they won, or after a manipulation that worked. It is the emptiness of a person who keeps chasing victories that cannot fill the void inside them. Their words may gloat, their posture may puff up, but their eyes will look lost, really haunted, and starving for something they cannot name and will never find. That is a tragedy they will never admit, and the wound they will keep bleeding onto everyone they meet. And this is why I say they are really miserable deep inside. You see, most people wait for the narcissist to say something wrong before they start questioning them. But the truth is, if you learn to watch the eyes are the gateway to your soul. You will start questioning them long before the words even hit the air. The eyes are where the body stops cooperating with the mask. They are where the soul gets caught off guard. They are where the loneliness, the rage, the fear, and the hunger leak out when they think nobody is looking. Narcissists spend their whole lives doing what? Constructing an image. They build it really carefully, brick by brick, word by word. But the human body was not designed to lie so perfectly. Over time, the cracks appear, the tension shows, and no matter how flawless the language becomes, the body remembers the truth it was forced to bury. The eyes become the last honest part of a dishonest narcissist, the last desperate flare of humanity trying to scream out from behind a wall of manipulation. And if you trust what you see in the eyes instead of what you hear from the mouth, I guarantee you will protect yourself from years of heartbreak. You will walk away sooner. You will believe your instincts faster. You will stop falling for stories that sound good but feel wrong. And most importantly, you will never again be caught in the illusion that someone who looks at you like prey ever really loved you. Learning to read a narcissist's eyes is not just about spotting manipulation or cruelty. It's about reclaiming the intelligence of your own body, intuition. It's about honoring that quiet voice, that feeling inside you that says something is not right, even when everything on the surface tells you it is. It's about refusing to be gaslit by a smile that does not reach the eyes. Because at the end of the day, the eyes tell the truth, the mouth is too cowardly to speak. And the more you trust what you see, the less you will ever have to recover from. That is what I want you to know today. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.